Hello guys and girls, FoxyRaven-TV here with another Fallout 76 video. And today we will be doing something special here. We are gonna test Explosion with Demolition Expert on and off, as well as testing a non-explosive versus an explosive. So they are both quad weapons. This one just has explosion and reload speed. The other here is a quad with VATS hits and VATS less action point cost. And then we will be going over to the Bloodied explosive here, just to see if the explosion and the damage is actually different. So first of all, what we'll do, we'll take off Tenderizer. We are gonna take off Adrenaline, as well as Gunfu. And that are the only two that will actually bump up the damage from enemies that we kill and hit. The other here should just be, well, the normal perk cards, to be honest. They will deal the same damage no matter if we kill 10 or we kill 1 or we don't kill anything. So that is what we will be testing out now. This is of course a bloody build. So yeah. First of all, we will start with the quad explosive here. And we are going in and shoot them in the head. If you need to, remember that YouTube does in fact have the slow motion button. So you can do that. We're going in here, going for the head. 30 explosion damage. Now we are detected. Going in again here. 31. And look at the damage. That was 700. That's 300. 315. Now we're going over for the normal quad here. You just see it dealt like 16 less damage. Look at that. 287. 287. Going for the quad explosive here. 287 plus the 31. Going again here. 282. 282 plus 30. Going for the non-quad here. 282. So we are getting 30 splash damage from the explosion, and that is it as of right now. We are gonna be detected here because it works better than going in here. Shoot once. 290. Switch over to the Bloodied now. Same target, please. Look at that. That is a higher, way higher damage number. That is 200. Look here. This is the quad explosive. 272 plus 31. Switching over to the Bloodied. It didn't even register the the explosion on it. But does the Bloodied actually give higher numbers for explosion? I mean the splash damage. We are going inside Westtech to get a little better clue on what is going on here. Remember, we do still have the Demolition Expert on. We're just gonna reload the explosive here, the quad explosive. We will start off with the quad explosive here. So 288 plus 31. Switching over to the Bloodied. 432 plus. Was it the double amount? Let's go again here. Super Mutant. That was 45 in splash damage. Switching over to the quad explosive here. That is 30 damage. So the Bloodied weapon actually does deal 50% more damage. Look at that. 36 in splash. versus 30 in splash. The Bloodied actually deals a tiny bit more. Look at that, 36. That is 31. So that is like 15 more splash damage. Yes, 15 is not much. That is not much. So now we are actually going to take off Demolition Expert and see if it does anything. So the quad was like 30, 31 when we had Demolition Expert on. Now we have Demolition Expert off. Now we're gonna test it again. 17. 17. And the Bloodied was a little more. We can test that here. So this is the Bloodied here. Look, 24. It's only 24 now. But the damage, 422 the damage, right? If we take it on again, 422, so that damage is still the same, but the splash damage is a little higher. Is it worth it? Is it really worth it? Is it worth it to spend 5 points on Demolition Expert just to get a tiny more splash damage, because the normal damage is the same? Look here. 400 and was it? I can't even see. 422, no 23, with Demolition Expert on, and a tiny bit of splash damage. Now we're taking Demolition Expert off again, and look here. 430, and the splash damage 422, 439, 442. Taking on the Demolition Expert again. 472, 472. No, not 72. 27. 427. So the Demolition Expert, when you're dealing with ballistic weapons, is only counting towards the actual splash damage. We can go a little further with this one here. And start to shoot the body parts. Look, we will shoot at the torso. Splash damage is 29 to others. Is that 402 plus 43? Just gonna test it again here. 415, 410, 412, 410. Taking off the Demolition Expert here. 414, 414, 414, 416. Not 400, 200 of course. 210, 211, 210. I'm sorry, I'm butchering the numbers right now, but you do see it. In fact, right? The Demolition Expert with ballistic weapons are not worth it. It's total of 5 points, guys and girls. What is the Perk doing? Your splash, I mean your explosion damage is... It is low. It is like real low. If we take off the Demolition Expert, now we don't have any explosion benefit bonuses at all for any of these weapons. We don't have any explosion bonuses for weapons. If we go in here, we take the quad out, reload it, we look at it. The damage number is 268 on the paper. If we look at the standard quad here, equip that, let's reload it. we look at the damage numbers, it's 223. So the explosion is actually little. It's not just a little higher. It's actually 20% higher, and that is because of the bullets explode for 20% weapon damage. That cake is also a lie, because it is also counting as the sheer amount of damage you're dealing on enemies. The hit register as ballistic weapons. The ballistic weapons will register as a higher damage number. Look here, 299 with non-explosive. It is actually not. It is not higher. I am super surprised. I was like, it has to be higher. It's not. And if we look, I'm surprised. 16. It's the same damage. I'm surprised. Look here. We're dealing 16 damage more. That is it. We're dealing 16 damage more with an explosive. $17 damage there. Of course we are hitting other targets around that initial targets, but what the frick? Explosive ballistic weapons. It's a joke. It's a sheer joke. But FoxyRaven, you're using railway rifle. That has to be it. That has to be it. That is why you see the lower damage numbers. And of course, we need to test that out. So I think I have a quad fixer with explosive and also a quad fixer without explosive. And we'll be checking that out. With and without the demolition expert, of course. So what we will do here is, I do have my tent up, that is good. We are actually going, we will be over encumbered maybe. I don't give a shit. We will just that's the quad. Do I not have a quad on this character here with explosive? I actually thought I did. Oh yeah, I got these from Modus, the two plasma pistols here with the sight on it. Just so a jump, guys and girls, you will get it at some point. Do we have 2-shot? We have 2-shot with explosive here. But we don't want to test that out. Do we have Bloodied maybe? With and without explosive? We should have. We actually should have. Maybe not. This Bloodied explosive. Where the F did I go with my weapon with the Bloodied and the quad? Who did I give it to? Did I give it to? I actually can't remember who I gave it to. To one of my other characters. It's just to hold on, because as you can see, the weight is insane, and I can't really. I have been trying to make Bloodied Alien Disintegrator, and I have been doing a lot. I have also been doing a lot of Crusader pistols in order to get Bloodied explosive. I mean, it is insane how many weapons that I rolled and sold again at the vendor. It is bonkers. Okay, so we can't really test that, but I think this will do. Demolition expert, worth 5 points for ballistic. Frick no. We can actually. I do have some other explosive weapons that we can test for sure. And actually just take the Bloodied Handmade here with the explosive. And suppose equip that there. And we need some rounds. I'm not gonna switch into ammo crafting or whatever. I'm just gonna craft, what's it, 560 whatever. Just craft, I think 2 is fine. Just for the test here. We're getting bullets in return again. So look here. 240 plus 10. 242 plus 10. 242 plus 10. Leveled up there. We do have Demolition Expert off as well. I have too much crap on me now. I should not have picked that up. I'm sorry about that. Come on. New assault rifle. Be gone. Be gone. Be gone. Be gone. That's fine. So we will be going into Westec now. It should have a reset now. And what we'll be checking out is actually if Demolition Expert with a Bloodied explosive handmade is doing us any good with Demolition Expert on or off. And in general, 274, no, 47, 247. Demolition Expert on. That is the same number. So we're looking, we need to look at the splash damage itself. Splash damage is 18. It's 18. With it off, we're looking at 10. So the splash damage is 10 with Demolition Expert off. We are in danger, so that is why we are, in fact, dealing this damage now. But still, it's 10 here. Taking it on again. Just gonna kill the dog over there. And it's 19. So you're only dealing 9 damage more with a Bloodied Handmade. While you have Demolition Expert on, you're dealing 9 damage more. 9 with 5 points. 5 points. 19, look at that. Taking it off. 10. You're only dealing 9 damage more with Demolition Expert on. Demolition Expert is garbage for ballistic weapons. Did you see we're dealing 10 damage more? Dog there. Oh, you're only dealing 8 damage more. Is that is it worth it? Is it worth 5 points into intelligence? What do you think? Write it in the comment section. I mean, look at that, 18 damage. Taking Demolition Expert off, 10 damage. That is only 8 damage damage less. It's 5 points, guys and girls. 5 points. For 8 to 9 damage more. Do you think it's worth it? That's one stone. It's 5 points. It's 5 points you can go spend anywhere else. Look at that. 10 damage. Switching to Demolition Expert. 19 and 18 damage from the explosion instead of 10. I did not mean to equip that. I mean to take that on, off, on, whatever. Pick that up. But yeah, there you have it, guys and girls. Demolition Expert on ballistic weapons. And ballistic weapons are something like Fixer, Handmades, railway rifles, and so on and so on. That is ballistic weapons. The ballistic bullets. Is it worth it? No, not at all. If you're using something like grenades, if you're using something like 2-shot auto grenade launcher, or a grenade launcher, or a mini nuke, or a MEU, or a rocket launcher, or a Hellstorm, or whatever, then of course Demolition Expert is a must, because that is boosting your damage like insane. But for the ballistic explosion, 5 points just to do a tiny whiny bit more damage. It's not worth it. We tested it here. You did see it. I mean, and super mutants are not tough. So if you're up against tougher enemies, the damage difference is even lower. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth your time. It ain't worth your point, at least. I mean, 5 points. It's 5 points. Your explosives do 60% more damage. No. No. We don't want that. Be gone. Be gone. It's not worth it, guys and girls. I much rather have this quad here with non-explosive, without explosion, than I will have this one with explosion. Do you know why? Look at the AP cost. This one costs 7. This one costs 2. I can stay in VATS and crit forever with this one. Explosive ballistic weapons and Fallout 76. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. And Demolition Experts, for once, are not worth it at all. This one is gone. But the good thing is, though, that makes room for energy. Like the science here. When we're getting the update on the 22nd of August, we should see that these cards here, when you max them out, deal 10% more damage to energy weapons. Rifles and pistols, that is. And shotguns, whatever. So, yeah. There you have, guys and girls. Demolition Expert. Don't use it. Explosive ballistic weapons. I don't think you should use them either. It is just so little damage. So little damage you're dealing. I mean, you're dealing like 10 to 20 more damage with explosion. That is it. Anywho, take care, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.